It's time for Movies Preview at 5 Star, a resume of the upcoming 3 movies to be shown here at the 5 Star Cinema on the premises of the 5 Star Premier Residences of Dallas, Texas. I'm Dr. Mel Ginsberg, spokesperson for the movie committee at 5 Star, and today I'll be looking at the resume for the movies to be shown on Saturday, January 20th, Sunday, January 21st, and Wednesday, January 24th. And now, let's get to those resumes. On Saturdays these days, we're showing old, new, or whatever. And this coming Saturday, January 20th, our movie is one of the great film noirs of all time. It's Gilda. It came out in 1946. It lasts 1 hour and 50 minutes. The director is Charles Vidor. It is described as a film noir and a romance. It stars Rita Hayworth, Glenn Ford, George McCready, the man you love to hate. At least one of the men you love to hate. Also, Joseph Kalia and Ludwig Donat, plus many others. And now the resume for Gilda. Just arrived in Argentina, small-time crooked gambler Johnny Farrell, Glenn Ford, is saved from a gunman by sinister Balin Munson, George McCready, that man you love to hate, who later makes Johnny his right-hand man. But their friendship, based on mutual lack of scruples, is strained when Munson returns from a trip with a wife, the supremely desirable Gilda, played by Rita Hayworth, whom Johnny once knew and learned to hate. The relationship of Johnny and Gilda, a battlefield of warring emotions, becomes even more bizarre when Munson disappears. Will Gilda and Johnny keep on battling, or will they eventually get together? And where did the sinister Munson go? Well, you can find out on Saturday, January 20th, with a matinee performance at 2 o'clock and an evening performance at 7:15. And remember, on Saturday or Sunday, if they had won, the Cowboys would be playing this weekend, but they will not be playing this weekend. So. And now let's get to the Sunday movie, which as always is old, new, or whatever. And this Sunday, January 21st, our movie is The Notebook. It came out in 2004. It lasts 2 hours and 1 minute, so assume just 2 hours. The director is Nick Cassavetes. It's described as a romantic comedy. It stars Ryan Gosling as young Noah, James Garner as older Noah, Rachel McAdams as young Allie, Jenna Rowland as older Allie. Jenna Rowland, by the way, is the mother of the director of this movie. She is the mother of Nick Cassavetes. You might remember that Jenna Rowland was once married to John Cassavetes, an actor and director. And Nick Cassavetes is the son, and he's directing his mother in The Notebook. The movie also stars James Marsden, Joan Allen, and Sam Shepard. And now let's get to the resume for The Notebook. The movie focuses on an old man reading a story to an old woman in a nursing home, and he's reading from a notebook, and that's where the movie gets its title. The story he reads follows 2 young lovers named Allie and Noah, who meet one evening at a carnival. But they are separated by Allie's parents, who disapprove of Noah's unwealthy family and move Allie away. After waiting for Noah to write her for several years, Allie meets and gets engaged to Lon, a handsome young soldier. Allie then, with her love for Noah still alive, stops by Noah's 200-year-old home that he once restored for Allie to see if he's okay. It is evident that they still have feelings for each other, and Allie has to choose between her fiance and Noah. And is there some relationship between the old people in the nursing home and Allie and Noah? Well, you can find out on Sunday, January 21st, with a matinee performance at 2 o'clock and an evening performance at 7:15. And the Cowboys won't be playing on Sunday either. So, now let's get to our classic movie. The theme for the month of January is From Broadway to Hollywood 2. And that's the number 2, because last year we did a theme from Broadway to Hollywood, and we're doing another one with more movies that are based on stage plays, and were adopted for the movies. And this coming January 24th, we have an interesting movie. It's called Love Never Dies, and it is the sequel to The Phantom of the Opera, with music by Andrew Lloyd Webber. Of course, it didn't do as well as The Phantom of the Opera. No musical ever did, and only one movie that I can think of that has more performances, and that is The Mousetrap, which, as far as I know, Agatha Christie's The Mousetrap is still going strong somewhere in the world. But anyway, our movie is called Love Never Dies. It is a musical based on a stage play. It came out in 2012. It lasts 2 hours and 1 minute. The director is Brett Sullivan. It stars Ben Lewis as the Phantom, Ann O'Byrne, Maria Mercedes, Simon Gleason. The music is by Andrew Lloyd Webber. The lyrics by Glenn Slater. And now the resume for Love Never Dies. 10 years have passed since fire broke out at the Paris Opera House, leaving only a mask behind. As the love story continues in, of all places, Coney Island, New York, the Phantom's undying love has grown for the soprano singer Christine Daae. Christine, her 10-year-old son Gustave, and husband Raoul, the Viscount de Changy, travel to, of all places, Coney Island, where Christine is scheduled to sing for impresario Oscar Hammerstein I. You probably hear my phone ringing. That's just the president. I'll call him back later. But Christine ends up singing not for Oscar Hammerstein I, the impresario, but for the mysterious Mr. Y. They don't know what lies ahead. Christine and the Phantom confess about their past. Christine and Raoul reunite with old friends, and Christine sings for her mysterious masked man once more. Now that's a pretty jumbled up resume, but go see the movie anyway. The movie will be shown on Wednesday, January 24th, with a single showing, the program starting at 7:15. And Miss Director, you tell the president I'll call him back later. Okay. And now let's do a recap of all the movies coming up, because as you can tell, this program is more important to me than the President of the United States. Okay, now on Saturday, January 20th, we will be showing that great film noir, Gilda. On Sunday, January 21st, it is The Notebook. And on Wednesday, January 24th, the sequel to The Phantom of the Opera, Love Never Dies. And for the past few moments, you have been listening to and watching Movies Preview at 5 Star. Well, while Channel 80 is still dark, Movies Preview at 5 Star can be accessed on YouTube. When searching YouTube, type in Premier Residences of Dallas. Again, that's 4 separate words. Premier Residences of Dallas. Premier Residences of Dallas. A new show is posted every Thursday, and information for a movie playing on a particular day will be on the daily schedule by the Elevators. And you can consult our new monthly schedule, which features a brief synopsis of each movie. Movies Preview at 5 Star is recorded live at the 5 Star Cinema and is co-produced by Ebony Gonzalez and Arnie Renteria. Our director is Peter Selensky. For the movie committee at the 5 Star Premier Residences of Dallas, This is Dr. Mel Ginsberg. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you at the movies.